this brand came out with their shoes before Bottega, so they actually were the starters, like they were the initiators of this design. So if anything, actually Bottega duped them. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Iman, and it's been a while since I've done a sit-down video in English. Lately I've been doing a lot of videos in French because my French subscribers, they love perfume videos, and since I've been obsessed with perfumes for about 1 year now, I've been giving out a lot of perfume content, but in French. So if you want actually content in English around fragrances, definitely let me know. But today we're doing a fashion video because I've not forgotten about you guys. I'm giving you a fashion video, and this video is like a part 2 to a video I've done about 2 years ago now. It's dupes of luxury items, but from black owned brands. So when I say dupes, again, it's not like a replica, it's like an item that's very similar to another one. So in this case, one that's made by a luxury brand that's very similar to one that's made by a black owned brand. So I'm presenting to you the black owned versions pretty much, and I think it's befitting because we're still in Black History Month and it's actually ending in a couple of days now. So let's get into it. We have 5 items in total. First, we have the Halo sandals from the brand Kendall Miles, so black and female owned brand. And these sandals, just look at them, I'm pretty sure you see they are very, very similar to the Jimmy Choo sandals. I think the name is Seda. They used to be very like pumps, so with like a pointed toe, but now they have made them into like peep toe sandals. So pretty much if you see the two here, you see that they are very, very similar. And the fact that it's black owned, female owned, and that price wise it's less expensive, we love to see it. And they have great colors at Kendall Miles, and they have a lot of nice designs. I follow them on Instagram, but this one is really the one that stood out in the sense that it looks very similar to the Jimmy Choo's. Next, I know we all know the AMINA MUADDI sandals. They're actually pumps. They are called the Bigum. So the clear heel, the completely clear like Cinderella shoes. And we know these have been extremely difficult to get your hands on. Usually if you find them, you will find them from personal shoppers, and they are marked up like 30–40%. I think original price is around $900 to $1,000 now, maybe a little more. Actually, I'm thinking in euros. It's about 900 to 1,000 euros, but so difficult to get your hands on that you end up paying rather like 1,500 euros. So I found for you from a brand that's called VENETA. I think that's how you pronounce it because I'm thinking about it in French. And they have heels that are called Nick. Yes, Nick, and they are $265. And when you look at them, they are great alternatives to the AMINA MUADDIs. And I know these AMINA MUADDI sandals, we love them. They are giving us like dream sandals, but these ones are also very, very cute, like great alternatives, and they won't break the bank. They are like what, 5 or 6 times less expensive. So I think it's definitely something to consider. Next, we still have, this is our last pair of shoes. So one day I was on Instagram and I was browsing and I saw a picture and it was actually Young Miami. Yeah, I think it was Young Miami wearing Bottega Veneta sandals, white sandals, and I looked at them like for a little minute and I was like, I've seen these sandals before, but they were not exactly like that. And I'm pretty sure they were not Bottega Venetas. So I was a little confused and I started thinking, I started digging, and I checked there's one brand I follow on Instagram. The name is, I'm sorry if I butchered the name, sorry in advance. I think how you pronounce it, it's Tijan Burnett, and it's a black woman again, but I think she's based in Canada. And these Bottega Veneta shoes look 80 to 85% similar to the ones from that brand. I have the picture here. It's like the sandals are called Simija, and they come in a variety of colors. But in case you want that Bottega Veneta style, but for less expensive, and you still want to support a Black woman, there you go. Especially because when I think about it, I'm pretty sure this brand came out with their shoes before Bottega, so they actually were the starters, like they were the initiators of this design. So if anything, actually Bottega duped them. Then we have, you know, Jacquemus, so the French brand. They are very famous for making teeny tiny cute bags, and they are very good entry-level bags into luxury because the price points are not outrageous, especially when we see Chanel bags increasing. And just like a quick thought, the fact I read a few days ago that Hermes is giving 4,000 euros to each and every one of their employees because of surging sales. I think Chanel actually helped Hermes out with their price increases, because the quality of Hermes is so much better than Chanel that people, for the same the fact that the Hermes bag is still around, the Birkins and the Kellys, they are still around 7,000 euros, and for that price now at Chanel you're getting the classic flap, people, and apparently lesser quality. People are like, I'm just going to go and wait and get my bag from Hermes, like, which makes sense, which is why they have surging sales, and we love that. And actually I have friends that used to work at Hermes, and they told me it's one of the best luxury houses they have worked for, because they worked for a lot of designer houses, and they said even like the spirit of the owners, which, because Hermes is family owned, they say they have never seen people so caring for people that have that status. So apparently Hermes is just like a great brand all around. So that was my quick thought. So in here we were talking about Jacquemus, and Jacquemus, they have of course the Chiquito bag, the Bombino bag, but I think about a year ago they introduced the circle bag, and circles in bags are very popular these days, I'm not even going to lie. But there's one brand, and this one is, I'm so happy because it's an African brand. I believe they are based in Mali. The brand is called Nilhan. In French I would say Milan. And they have a bag that you would, I mean, if you were really into that circle motion, like that trend, that bag is a great alternative, definitely. And I've seen a few other good alternatives, but this one is really the one that I found was the closest, and I had to mention them because they are an African brand. You know, I love Africa, I mean. So then we have a bag from the brand Longchamp. So Longchamp is a good is also a good like entry-level brand for when you get into luxury. And one of their iconic bags is called the pliage. So in French it means like the one that folds, because it's very foldable. Actually that was my first luxury bag. My sister gave it to me. It was orange, the smaller size. I really cherished it. I don't know where it went. Then I got the travel bag, the one that unzips, so it like doubles in volume. Saved my life so much when I was traveling a lot. I remember one time in London, it literally like made my whole trip, because I went and I shopped a lot and I didn't have space. In any case, it saved my life. And I have a special place in my heart for this brand because it's called Longchamp, and the street I grew up in France is called Rue de Longchamp in Paris. So I have a special place in my heart for this brand. So they made this pliage bag, but in like a netted version. And I saw it on a friend on Instagram last year for summer, and I was like, this is so cute. But the thing is, it's so cute and it's not so expensive. I think the very small size is 70 euros. So it's really good, and it really makes a statement for summer. Like, you really can look into it. But my suggestion, the alternative I offer today is from a Nigerian brand, and it's called 21 Wall Street, if I remember correctly. So made in Nigeria, and they make a lot of knitted bags. So I feel like you could, I think they can even like custom make the design for you, and maybe price wise it will be similar to Longchamp, because at the end of the day it's a smaller brand, so they have, and they make it by hand. But the fact that you can custom make, like, you have something, you can have something custom made for you, and you're also supporting a Black woman, African woman owned brand, is kind of cool. And I have a bonus item, and I say a bonus item because I don't actually know if the item is being sold by the brand. So we all know Chanel has the very iconic chain belt with the letters of Chanel spelled. So I'll put a picture, you'll see, but it's the iconic Chanel belt for me. And I find it cute, but I've never even tried to check the price. And now they have increased prices again, so I don't even know if that's something I will really look into it, maybe secondhand. But there's a swimmer brand called Be Fine, and they have a belt, a chain belt that spells their brand name, so Be Fine. And it's super cool, but the thing is, I've never seen it on their e-shop. Maybe I've not checked well enough, but I don't think I've seen it on their e-shop, so that's why it's a bonus item. I can check again if it's available, but I think it's so cool because I've never really seen a brand taking that idea and putting their own twist onto it, but I love it. So that is it for the video. Tell me what you think about these items. Tell me if there are items that you think are great dupes from Black-owned brands, great dupes of luxury items. We love to share here. I will have another fashion video posted this month. It's going to be a fun one. I already started preparing for it, and it's not going to be popular opinions. That's all I can say. It's going to be a lot of debate, but that's the fun of fashion to me. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.